Hey guys, so today I'm going to talk to you about how to start your plastic-free journey, because I know that it can be quite difficult. You see all the programs and you think, I want to do something to help solve that, but you don't know where to start. So I'm going to talk a little bit about what I've done, how I first started, but then also to give you tips and stuff that I've learned along the way that's really helped me. So I actually started by swapping to a shampoo bar, which is quite a big ask, but I did it when I went travelling and I went to Nepal, and I had quite a long period of time so my hair could get used to it. And yeah, I'd watched all the programs like Blue Planet, things like that, and I really started becoming more aware of the problem. So that's what I did first. I wouldn't actually recommend that you just launch into changing your shampoo bar, because it can be quite a difficult swap, because you have to find the one that's right for your hair and that works really effectively. But if you are doing something like I did, going away from social media or your workplace, and you think that you can make that big swap and change to a shampoo bar, then by all means go for it. It worked for me, so it could work for you too. So my biggest piece of advice, and the thing that I'm going to start with, is slow and steady. Honestly, what you want to do is swap products one at a time or as they run out. So let's say in your bathroom, for example, you want to swap your toothpaste. Don't swap it until you've used up all of your other toothpaste that comes in plastic, or if you've got friends who aren't into the plastic-free movement yet, then give it to them and start. There's no point in swapping things until they're all used up, because it's all about no waste. So if you've got it, use it up. Equally, I'd really recommend going room by room, so starting in your bathroom or your kitchen, for example, and just swapping slowly as those things run out, and you'll really notice the change. Like now, I go in my bathroom and it's completely plastic free, but I don't even know when that happened. It just did. As things run out, then yeah, you'll really notice how minimal everything is as well. So one of the biggest things as well to reduce a lot of plastic in your household is how you shop for food. So I've got two bits of advice for this. So one, know your supermarket, because the supermarkets vary dramatically, and as much as I try to go to local greengrocers or the market, that's not always possible. We don't have loads of time. So top supermarkets, Morrison's is a really good one for a loose fruit and veg. And actually Mum went to M&S the other day and got me some grapes that came in a paper bag, and I couldn't believe it because I hadn't had grapes in so long, because everywhere else they come in plastic. So there's that. And then secondly, take all the right things with you. So make sure that you take a little container, whether that be Tupperware, anything that you already have, you can use that, or other containers. You can get bamboo ones and also metal ones. And then also take produce bags. So we have these produce bags here, you can see, so you can put various things in these. So you can put the loose fruit and veg so it doesn't roll about everywhere, potatoes, all things like that, and that keeps it together. But equally, use anything that you do already have. And I actually often don't have it with me, because I've just got my tote bag that I'm then going to put all my everything that I've bought in. But you can still put it loose into your basket and take it over when you're buying it, and that's no problem as well. My meals are really dictated about what I can buy at the supermarket. So I'll go to the supermarket and see what fruit and veg they've got that is loose, and then that is what I will make. So there are lots of different online places that you can find recipes. I tend to use BBC Good Food quite a lot, because I am vegetarian going on vegan. So I use that a lot to see what kind of food I can make, and I'll just type in one of the ingredients that I've managed to get plastic free, and then I'll find a really nice recipe from that as well. Also, when you're going shopping, just make sure at all times that you have a tote bag with you. I carry a million of these with me at all times, and we've actually got our own Life Before Plastic one that you can just add on to any of your orders. So this is what it looks like. It's really cute, designed by one of our close friends. So if you don't have one, why not get this one? So yeah, I keep this with me at all times, and then when I go shopping, I know that I've got space to put anything in, or you never know, when you're out and about and you just need another bag, you've always got this with you, and it's super light. So another top tip when you are out and about, make sure you've got the right things in your bag. So like I said, I normally have my tote bag in my bag, but equally I am an avid coffee drinker. So I have my cup as well. So I have my reusable cup with me everywhere, and then I don't just have to use it for coffee. I might need, I don't know, a sip of water so I can fill it up, even though I also have my water bottle. But I've actually, at one time when I was visiting a friend in Berlin and we were painting his house, and he'd just moved out, so we didn't have enough cups for the wine that we were drinking, but it was fine because I had my reusable cup. So you never know when you're going to need a glass of wine, and this really could save you. So aside from that, so I've obviously got my water bottle as well, and then I actually keep a spork in my bag as well. People always say that, oh, if you want to be plastic free, then you have to carry so many things with you, but this is so light, there's no excuse really. You just have this outer casing and your spork, so you've always got cutlery with you, and that means that you don't need to carry around a massive thing either. It's super light, and yeah, there's no real excuse with that one. So those are the main things that I carry in my bag. Sometimes if I'm going to a restaurant, for example, or anywhere that I'm going for food, and I know that I'm not going to finish it, or I think that I'm going to get bits and bobs, then I also take Tupperware with me. And actually do that at the supermarket as well. So I'll take any kind of container with me. It doesn't have to be Tupperware, it's whatever you have. And I take that with me, and then I can put any extra food that I haven't eaten into that. So I actually do that quite a lot if I'm going on a trip or something like that as well, because it's often that I will buy something else, or I'll actually take something with me. So I'll be taking a sandwich or some food that I've prepared the day before, and then I can actually reuse that container. So that's a really good tip as well. With that, not just for being plastic free, but also just generally good for the environment and stopping food waste, I really recommend preparing your food. So not only will that utilise all of the food that you've got at home, but it'll also stop you buying all those meal deals and stuff like that, where it's really difficult to buy food on the go for lunch that is plastic free. And trust me, I know, I have tried it. I always go to pasty shops if I'm can't find anything else, or Greg's, something like that, but it's really difficult to find things plastic free. So prepare your food, you can freeze it if you need to, but also if you're making sandwiches, one of my favourite plastic free swaps is beeswax wraps. So beeswax wraps, you can wrap any of your food in them, and they basically stay. It's like a plastic free cling film. So you can use them for your sandwiches, and I do that for work or if I'm going away, but you can also use them to cover up food. So just like you would use cling film in your fridge, a bowl or whatever, any leftovers that you have, and you can just cover it with beeswax, and that will keep it fresh. Outside of all of that, one of the easiest products that I think that you can swap to is soap. I know that sounds crazy, but it is the simplest swap because you use it so much and you don't realise. So when you shower, instead of your body wash, when you're washing your hands, you'll have multiple sinks probably in your house, and you can just have a bar of soap there. That will cut out so much plastic. It is unbelievable. Also, when you're travelling, it is the best because it is just one tiny bar where it weighs basically nothing, and you can always take it with you. So if you happen to be flying somewhere, you've got no issues because it's not liquid. It's exactly the same as any body wash or any soap that you have, and it's just sort of going back into the past, what it used to be like, and I'm absolutely sold on it. You don't need to do anything, it doesn't change anything. It's not like a shampoo bar that you need to get used to, or you might start using a product that you don't not other products like a bamboo toothbrush that you're not used to, though by the way that is a very, very easy swap. But this is the simplest of them all. If you don't know where to start with soap. So some extra tips: if you wear makeup, then you need to get these in your life. So these are reusable makeup wipes, or just general wipes. So they are facial rounds, and all that you do is take one of them. It's just a bit of cloth, and you can take your makeup off really easily with moisturiser or coconut oil or anything like that, which you can also get totally plastic free. And this changes the need for baby wipes for when you're taking off makeup. In terms of baby wipes, if you've got a baby, then we actually also have these wipes, and these are super easy to use, and they're reusable, so you just pop them in your washing with everything else, and I mean, that's not even a swap. It's so easy. Again, for these, you can use them for cleaning in the kitchen or in your bathroom, wherever it is. And the same thing, you just chuck them in your washing as you're doing your towels, and they will come out good as new. So that's a really easy swap that doesn't really take much. So finally, and this might be my biggest tip really, is to tell everyone that you're going plastic free. If you tell your kids, for example, let's say you've got kids, do you know how much they will bug you to remind you that you shouldn't be putting that bit of plastic in there, you should be putting it into your eco brick? Honestly, little things like that will make such a big difference. Even if you don't have kids, I didn't have kids when I first started, but I told all my friends, if you make it a big deal, or you could even start with your friends, make a pact with them, say that you're going to go plastic free together, then they will remind you. Everybody knows what your friends are like. If you suddenly told everyone that you're going plastic free and then they catch you eating a chocolate bar out of some wrapping, they'll be the first to remind you. So just to stop any of that happening, you will personally persevere. So I found that actually one of my biggest ways to succeed in becoming plastic free is telling everyone about it, and then feeling like I had to do it myself, and knowing how much of an impact that has had. Now when I look around my house and I see just how little plastic there is, it genuinely makes me happy. And I also know how easy it was. It wasn't a big challenge changing any of these things. I just did it, and now it is second nature. And if you have any questions, or you're not sure about what you should do first, or you're not sure what the right shampoo bar is for your hair, or you want to try beauty cubes, or you're not sure about any of these things, reach out to us. That's what we want. This is what this plastic free community is for. We created this shop to make it easy for you to become plastic free, for everything to be in one space, and to open that conversation so that we can talk about what works for us. It might work for you. And that's really what we want. So yeah, comment below if you have any questions, queries, or any tips yourself that you want to share with everyone else, because that is the way that we're all going to succeed in becoming plastic free. Thanks guys.